Alright, we're whittling her on down there. I about got it this way. I think I about got it as wide as I wanted. I don't think I really want to narrow it down anymore this way. What I want to do now is narrow it down this way. So if I can work on this side, flip it, work on the other side, flip it, work on the other side. Because I about got it, like I said, like I want it before I start finally shaping it anyway. But it begs to ask the question, are you truly living the salt life? I mean, a lot of people claim it, but only a select few actually live the salt life. Ask yourself that question. Reflect on your inner being. And reflect. Alright, I'm putting the curve in the handle now, the recurve right here, to make it more like a hatchet handle. All I'm doing is I'm taking the curve part of my file here, a rasp file. I'm just kind of doing that. Just try to kind of get that even and smooth all the way across. Because this is what's actually going to give the the hatchet handle its power. Because this is where you're actually going to hold it. And the head will actually be down on this end. So I've got a lot of work to try to get this off with. To try to match that head right there. I guess I'll try to get the rust off of that. What do you think? Maybe so? Yeah. But anyway, it's a time-consuming project. It's not hard. It's just time-consuming. It takes up a lot of time. But we'll get there. Excuse me. All right, we're getting there. This will be an axe hand. Go right there. Still got some shaping to do, but for the most part, I think I got it pretty well whittled down, pretty close to where I want it. I mean, I still need to take some more off of this side and some more off of this side. But we're definitely getting there pretty close. This is going to be kind of fun right here. Because all the work that you do, if this end don't fit up in this axe head, or this hatchet head, you're just in bad shape. But I got the handle cut right here, so you can grab it. And you put the knob on it, and then thin this out some more. I still got a ways to go, but at least I put the recurve in it back like this. Ooh. Alright, we get there. Okay, we're getting there. I shaped where the handle's gonna be, where the hand's gonna be. It's gonna be like that. With a little weight, of course there's not a whole lot of weight taken off the back side there on that corner. But the grip right there wasn't quite long enough, so I had to extend it down some. And we're working on the piece that goes into the axe head itself. Which, you know, there really wouldn't be a whole lot more to do if it was a hammer. But since it's an axe head, a smaller axe head too, I mean, it's not really more like a hatchet head than an axe head, but got it whittled on down pretty good, I think. Alright, keep on working. Alright, I want y'all to see. Alright, see that oval right there? That's for the axe head. That's what's gonna go in here. Okay? So I'm shaving this part down to match that oval right there. Now I realized the chisel that I was using a few minutes ago was starting to get dull because I was really having to put a lot of force behind it. This is one that's sharp. I got two of them. All of them are sharp except for the one I just used. But that little son gun right there is sharp. You get these little curly cues, that's how you know it's sharp. You're not digging in anything, and it doesn't take very much pressure, just enough to kind of push it on. Sharp hand tools will save you a lot of time and save you a lot of effort. There's also less room for mistakes. The slower you go, the better chance you have of making something true. And when you got a dull chisel, dull knife, dull saw, whatever it is, you're having to work harder just to make it do what it was designed to do. And you make mistakes. And it cuts makes a truer cut, so you ain't got a bunch of gouges in here, you know. All you're doing is just kind of shaving it off till you get to the point to where you want it. Getting closer. Now once I get it real close to the oval, I'll get it real close, and then I'll take my file or some sandpaper and sand it down to the shape, exact shape, because I'm gonna have to come back here some more. This whole piece be like that, so it's at least gonna have to be that long all the way down, and it's tapered. That you can only put it in one hole. One hole's just a little bit bigger than the other hole, so I'm gonna put a wedge in it anyway, but still it's just a little bit bigger. But we're gonna shave this sucker right on down. Okay, y'all, this is the handle as I have it so far. I've got it to fit the axe head or the hatchet head. I've got it rounded off here. It turned out pretty good, if I might say so myself. It's got the straight back with the bow in the front. Got the handle down here where you can wrap your hands. It's got the, I guess this, I mean, they usually take this off to shed weight and to put angle on the weight, put the weight of the axe head in different places. But I just did it for decoration, decoration myself. So I made that, and I'm not through with it yet. I got to where I can put the axe head on it. I've got to clean the axe head up, and I don't know if I'm going to sharpen it up before I put it on the handle. I probably won't. I'll probably put the handle on and then sharpen it up, because I don't want to handle this if it's real sharp. And then here I am trying to ease this on there and glue it and do all the stuff with it. And I might have to hold it with this, you know, with this being sharp. It may be a little bit too much. But I did this with nothing more than this. I didn't use a saw. Well, the only time I used a saw was to cut the piece of square stock that I had made up. That's the only piece that I had. And if y'all saw the saw the first video, y'all probably saw the square stock that I used, but I mostly use these two tools right here, my chisel and my file, and the knife to kind of round off some close to the end here a little bit, but not a whole lot. And then my homemade file that I made, that son of a gun is sharp right there. Let me tell y'all what. This is the one that I made the handle for a few months ago, a bunch of episodes ago. That son of a gun right there is sharp. I'm here to tell you. That did some good gouging work whenever I was trying to make the sides even, like that right there. It did some good work there, so I'm happy with that thing there. But I'm fitting to clean up this axe head, or this hatchet head. I'm gonna clean it up real good, and then put it on the handle. And then once I get it on the handle, I want to see the head on the handle before I do any other kind of designs or shaping in any way, shape, or form. But that's kind of what I'm looking for right there. I want to put the head on there here before I, start shaving off anything else to make the final contours and everything. All right.